This is your basic rule for logarithms. This is just representing a to the power x equals y. Logarithms is a different type of notation. It stands for logical arithmetic, if that's any help to us. Log of base a, so we are putting this a down as subscript, not superscript or on the line, y equals x. If you look at the relative positions of where a, y, and x are, a is the number that I'm raising to a power. So let's pick an example. 3 squared equals 9. If I was writing this in logarithmic notation or log notation, I would say log, and my base number in the index form becomes the base of the log. The answer to my index form goes here, and the result of log 9 to base 3 is 2. What this is saying is 3 gives me a result of 9 when it's raised to the power 2. Both of these are saying the same thing, just in one the result is 9 and the other the result is 2. One, the result is the power, one, the result is our basic number. In this case, I see the base 3 to the power 2. Here the base 3 is the base of my log. You can think about it a little bit like square and square root. So, for example, if I say 3 squared is 9, the square root of 9 is 3. It's a similar idea. This is both giving us the same bit of information, just represented in reverse. This is giving us the same piece of information, represented in reverse. Square root of 9 says, what did I multiply by itself to get 9? This is saying, what power of 3 did I have to get 9? So it's very similar. Think of this as what power of 3 gives me 9? It's 2. So there's some questions that we might have to do. Write equivalent statements and we could also say write this in index form. Two separate questions here. So I'm giving you one that's in log form and a different question that's in index form. And we'd like to be able to change between log and index form. So let's go from index to log to start with. Log, the base of your log is the base number, so 2. The resulting numeral, so this is log 32 to base 2, is gained by what power of 2? By the 5th power of 2. So we need to be able to go from index form to log form, and from log form to index form. I'll write it so you can see it again, because remember we're still using this rule, ax equals y, or log ay equals x. These are equivalent statements. So log of base 10 means that 10 is my base number. Equals 3 means it's the cube of 3. And 1,000 says that's the result. And this is true. 10 cubed is 1,000. That's all that's saying, just in log form. So we may have to write equivalent statements. we may have to evaluate. Now here's the trick. They've asked us to evaluate something that's in log form. Yeah?
You show us how to do it on calculators.
Yes, but not this lesson. So the question, calculators, not yet. Obviously they want to know, when they say evaluate, they want to know what this equals. I would recommend getting this into index form, where you'll have, in many cases, an exponential equation. So in index form, this is my base, 2. X is over here. What power of 2 gives me 8? Now, I've got an exponential equation. And we know how to solve exponential equations. Represent both sides to the same base. 2 to the x, 8 is 2 to the power 3, so x is 3. So your answer for log of 8 to the base 2 is 3. What power of 2 gets me 8? It's 3. So you could probably answer this one off the top of your head. What power of 5 gets me 625? 4. You could just answer it. If we weren't sure though, because we're not as happy with logs, if you're happy with logs, that's great, it's 4. Write it in index form. 5 to the power, what is 625? Represent them both as the same base. Therefore, x equals 4. And so, of course, if you're given a logarithmic equation, they can also be in log form. So log 464 equals x. You can be given an exponential equation in log form. I usually just change it to index form because I'm happier with index form. What base 4 to what power gives me 64? 4 to the x equals 64 is 4 to the 3, 4 cubed, so x is 3 again. Sorry? Okay, good. I didn't make a mistake. So this is your introduction to logarithms, mainly just the notation, how we change between index notation and log notation, and evaluating logs either by changing to index form or by using your knowledge. 2 to the power what is 8, x is 3. Up to you.